Hey, everybody. Hello. Julie, you were right there. First and up front. Dave, hello. Good evening to you. Dave, Heaven's Essential is Julie. Julie, Oak Knob Farm is Dave. So there you go. I've introduced you. Hey, Alicia. Merry Christmas to you. No worries. Oh, I know. I mean, last week we were talking about Michigan daffodil, right? And it was like, and I do know her name. So anyway, I don't know if she wants it known or not, but that is true, Alicia. Your profile name definitely helps. It definitely helps us to know. So just meeting again for the first time. There you go. Kiri, hello. Dave, meet Kiri at Built on the Rock Homestead. Kiri, meet Dave at Oak Knob Farm. There you are, La Diana. So welcome. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, it's what, 4 days away? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 5 days till Saturday. 4 days till Friday. Yay! I can do the math. Thrifty Vici, hello. There you go, Julie. Yeah, I didn't introduce myself, did I? So anybody coming on, reading this after the first time? You're at a noisy laundromat. Okay, Grammy Karen. See, everybody meet Karen, Grammy Karen. There you go. Grandma's so happy. This Grandma. Hi, Vonnie. How are you doing? Oh, this is funny. That's great. How is everybody? Do you all feel ready for Christmas? I'm not. Oh, but hey, look at I have the tree decorated. Everything I showed you last week is hanging on it, and the lights and everything else out. So I am one major step ahead of last year. So and it feels good. It feels good. So got it done a week before Christmas. I could keep it all year, and I'd be ready for next year, right? Except for the tree. Hey, Matt and Sarah, hello. Oh, thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Your Christmas card from your son has. Oh, La Diana, that's just so beautiful. Oh, so neat. Gifts were done in November. Oh, you were right on top of it, Vonnie. So, oh, Dave, I'm so sorry. They were exposed. Are they feeling sick at all, or they seem to be okay? You know, last year, our family, for the first time in the history of our family, so in 65 years or whatever, we didn't meet for Christmas last year. Because everything was so wonky, and we ended up Zooming our Christmas, and that's why I was home and did live Christmas carols and everything. But this year we get to be together, so it's gonna be good. No worries. No worries. Oh, you guys are doing great. Oh, Ladine. Sorry, I was going by. I checked the email and I thought that's what it was. So I'm sorry, Ladina. Okay. Well, now we know. Yes, I outed you. I hope you're okay with that. It's easier to say than Michigan daffodil, actually. Although daffodils, I mean, it's just to think of daffodils in the middle of winter is kind of beautiful. you know. Jake is ill, second round. Ooh. Is Jake your son? I think you said. Dave, let me see. I'm going to go back here. And you just let me know. Is Jake your son? And he was the one that had the accident, I believe. So how is he doing from that too? Hey, Christy. Hi, how are you? Connie, hugs to you. Gil, hello. Jake's your youngest. Okay. Yeah, I haven't asked about your son who was in the accident for a while, but so I don't know how he's doing. I hope he's doing well. Anyway, yes, we have colder weather. It's 5 degrees outside right now, above 0 Fahrenheit. And we had snow a couple times this last week. I think, yeah, it had gotten warm. Like by Wednesday, it was warm in the 50s, like 50 degrees, and then raining. And then a front came through and we had ice everywhere and snow on top of it. And since then, we've had probably 6 inches of snow. And we're supposed to get more tonight. So, yeah, it's going to be, we're in that season. Hey, Tim. Hello. He's also in the crash, still glass coming. Oh, wow. Michigan Daffodil, I was like, I don't know what your typo you're mistaking there, but I'll let you have your giggles. You're supposed to have snow on Wednesday, 40% chance. Yeah, there's like a major system coming out of the Pacific there, and then for the Northwest, and it's like looks crazy. So you're gonna get snow, then rain, then snow yesterday, now rain, wind warming up again. Oh yeah. So we have areas on our roads that are still icy, where they just haven't salted. My street in front of my house is pretty good, but we had 3 to 4 inches the other day. Well, I think just about everybody's gonna have a white Christmas then. It sounds like. Oh, Michigan Daffodil, you're so funny. That's great. It's in the 40s in Alabama. You're under Wolf Lake. It's all what you get used to. 5 degrees outside, running outside to the car without a jacket or anything like that, or mittens, and starting it up and running back in. It's like we get used to it in increments. Through the fall, it gets gradually cooler and cooler and cooler. And then we get to this point and we can tolerate it a lot better. So, if you were to come here and just jump into 5 degrees from when you're used to 50s and 60s and 70s or whatever, that's when it's like a shock to your system. Curie, lows 34, high 60. That sounds pretty nice, actually. Seeing rain on the 24th. Really? Oh, Matt and Sarah. Wow. Yeah, we're supposed to get some snow that day. So I'm not sure. Let me see what we're down to 3 degrees now. It dropped 2 degrees in the last 15, 20 minutes. Our high on Christmas Eve is 30. So we're supposed to have snow. So, and yet definitely you're further south. So you're hoping for a green Christmas? Just a green Christmas tree? Yeah. You better not have a white Christmas. That would be pretty dramatic there for you, Curie. Absolutely. You got minus 20 in Kansas where you lived before, but it was like, oh, yeah. It can definitely get down there. Absolutely. Well, hello, Patty. Hi. Of course, you're driving. You should be talking, but you're also on your way home. Well, you just listen and you pay attention to the roads. Absolutely. Well, Julie, you just might get it. You never know. I think somebody's been praying for that, for you guys to have snow for Christmas. Alicia, you don't want a white Christmas? Oh, you wouldn't be able to get to your parents. Well, if it's already there before Christmas and not snowing on Christmas, then you could get there, right? All right. So I know it's been 2 years ago. I did a bunch of like two different times of favorite things and everything, but that's been 2 years. And, you know, we get new people on here and we all forget what we've shared for our favorite things and everything. So I figured, yeah, we'll do another one, right? It's a good week to be doing that. Christmas week, I don't want to be teaching about famine foods and stuff like that. I mean, it's just like it's Christmas, so let's have some fun and enjoy this and share some more things. Yeah, light dusting the day before. There you go, just to make everything white. Hello, Gemini Homestead. Tangi, you are so funny. You love to come on when I'm doing the favorite things. I know you do because oh, you guys love to join in those. And I love it. Thank you so much for being here. Howie, hello. How are you? All right. So we're going to start out again with like, what is your favorite Christmas tradition? Um, One would be like for you, what you like to do, and personally, just, like listen to music, pray, read a book, go to church, whatever it is for yourself. And then your favorite tradition, like with your family, what you guys like to do as a whole. So, mine personally is like, I like a quiet Christmas Eve and just relaxing either with just my, with my kids, immediate family, um, having dinner, going to church, just enjoying some music and just having a real low key evening. And because then Christmas Day, we get together with the whole family. And then it's like, big noisy mess kind of in that way. Yeah, but it's a lot of people and noisy and just doing stuff. And depending on where we are and what the winter's like, there might be sledding and ice skating. There might be whatever, as we're getting older, we're not, the grandkids are sledding and ice skating, but, just a lot of just good time and visiting and everything. And then, um, of course, dinner together. But then afterwards we play games and board games. We have some very highly competitive people in our family, and two very highly competitive people actually married each other, so it was really funny to watch them. But anyway, so it's we just have that, and just a wonderful time, so it's kind of cool. So we have thanks, Howie. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody who just came in. Um, Connie, you get together, eat pizza and or tortilla soup. Hey, Kay's World, no worries. Hello. Birthday. Oh, that's right, Kiri, because your birthday is on Christmas. So happy birthday to you too. Well, Gemini Homestead, hello. Miss Lippy, how are you doing? Oh, Merry Christmas to you. There's a fun thing in the background. A Christmas Story movie is playing in the background all day. Nice. Christmas Eve candlelight service. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. The elders. That's true, Julie. We're just slipping and sliding and breaking bones. And yep, well, I'll eat snacks all day, not a major meal. 20,000 yummy treats. Ooh, yeah. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. Um, oh, okay. Kate's World. Well, Caitlin, hello. Miss Lippy, how are you enjoying your new place? Thank you. I wish you Merry Christmas too. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We are tired of wallpaper, but blessed to be back home. Oh, yeah. It's just pace yourself, do things as you can, and you know how much it wore you out remodeling the last place. So, um, yeah, just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Everything will get done. It will get done. I know not as quickly as you'd probably like it to, but it will get done. So, your mother made it up in 1965. There you go. Okay. Your favorite music at Christmas? The style, I guess. If is it traditional, modern? Is it just all? Do you like just Frosty the Snowman type of stuff? Kid type music, or what do you like? I like the more traditional Christmas carols. Um, Oh Holy Night, Joy to the World, all those other kind of things. So those are kind of the ones that I like. So Kira, you have a friend born December 23rd. Oh, that's very cool. You are in a place of peace, a house being made, a family home. The Lord has been good. Oh, that's great, Lippy. I'm so glad for you. Traditional for you, Karen. Okay. Yep. My favorite Christmas carol, and it seems really simple and everything, but Silent Night. And I just Oh Holy Night takes a very close second. But my favorite Christmas carol is Silent Night. So what is yours? Um, you listen to all manner of Christmas music. I so when it comes down to like a CD, if I want just a CD running or something like that. Um, Now today I had a YouTube channel open that was just playing all traditional Christmas carols, but it was kind of mixing them up in the way of like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer along with Oh Holy Night. So it was kind of a mix of things, which is kind of nice too. Kind of, but Oh Holy Night. Oh, Mary, did you know? Yes, that's a very good one too. You have a 4 record set from the 70s. Ooh. Pentatonics, yes, they do some great things. Home Free does some beautiful music. Um, hey, Mark, hello. Arkansas Woodcutter, hello. Good evening to you, and Merry Christmas. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. That is such a kind thing to say. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. You put a YouTube playlist on, loving do that. Yeah, yeah. So I don't have to, if I had it going on my, actually this afternoon, I had from my laptop to my TV, I had going a fire in a fireplace. So my TV was the fireplace, and then on my iPad was playing all kinds of Christmas carols, and just keep on going, and then I could work on other things. So it was kind of fun. It was kind of neat. Um, you like Boney M? Not familiar with them. So, but I like Josh Groban. I've got a CD of his that is just like, oh, it's so fabulous. And Michael Bublé. He does a great job too. So those two guys are kind of I like their style of what they've done and things like that. So, um, Mary, did you know is a special sung at church on Sunday? Nice. Oh, That's true, Dave. Just as long as it's done really well. Yeah, because there can be some, yeah. As a musician, I definitely hear you. Absolutely. Okay. Did you know, not Mary, did you know, but did you know that the number one traditional Christmas song of all time is "O Holy Night"? That is, this is stuff that was on that Mr. Google um, provided this information, so take it for what it's worth. But anyway, and then the number one classic Christmas song is White Christmas. So we have a traditional, then you have classic songs, which a lot of those came from movies and different things like that. But and then the number one modern Christmas song is by Mariah Carey. Excuse me. And I believe it's called the Christmas Song. I was typing that up, and I think I got it corrected. But Bing, yes, Bing, absolutely, Bing Crosby. If anybody has never watched White Christmas, you have to. It is a classic movie, and the songs with Bing Crosby. I believe Bob Hope is with them. I think, or is it just Bing Crosby and his family? It has been a while since I've seen the movie, but yeah, that song is just fabulous. So, "O Holy Night," "White Christmas," and the Christmas song. So, I was really kind of amazed that Mariah Carey was up there, but it's like, okay, I have not heard her song at all, so don't know what it is. I'll have to play it just to find out what it is. So, what is your favorite Christmas cookie? Now, there are probably a lot of cookies out there that are have the same cookie, but a whole bunch of different names. And I know one is, we called it a Norwegian butter cookie. But I know it's also called a Russian tea cake. Just a butter cookie or something like that. But that's not my favorite. But anyway, there's a lot of different things that are there. But I think my favorite is either, for cookies, would be just white sugar cookie, cut out cookies, frosted, that type of thing. And then but overall desserts, the cherry walnut bars that are so good. They're so rich and they're so heavenly. They're so cherry and they're so good. And I did not make them this year. So, did not make them. I know I still have a few days left this week, but I don't have the ingredients. So it's like, oh, it's a trick question. Sugar cookies with icing. All right, Julie. High five. Definitely gingerbread cookie or cake. So good. I'll be Sheryl Crow has been the tune of the day. Really? For Christmas songs? I'll Be Home for Christmas. Oh, that is a good one, Lippy. Yes. Your favorite cookie is a tea cake cookie with dried fruit. Ooh. Baby butter pecan snowball. Yes, that's the one that I also call Norwegian butter cookie, Russian tea cakes. But we use walnuts in there instead of pecans. Actually, I would love the pecans instead of the walnuts. That would be a good substitute. But yeah, when you were describing that to me before, that was definitely what we had. Butter pecan snowball. I like that name though. That's a good name. A soft sugar cookie with lots of frosting. Yeah, sugar cookies, they can't be like hard crunchy. I don't want them like bendy all over the place, but just really nice. Sarah says, look up the song "Carry Your Candle." Oh, okay. I'm going to write that down here. Song, "Carry Your Candle." I will look that up. Thank you, Sarah. Decorated sugar cookie. Monster cookies are your fave. Oh, I haven't made those since my kids were little. Those are, and those are ones you make when you got kids, of course. Sugar cookies, mincemeat cookies, pfeffernusse. I'm not sure if I know what pfeffernusse is. You have to describe that to me. Oh, rum balls for lady. Yes, my mom used to remake rum balls. They were a little bit too rummy for me, but so I left them for her. But oh, Julie, oh, what if you made them roasted but candied them, like with maple syrup? I make candied pecans with maple syrup on them and a little bit of cayenne pepper and I'm trying to remember. I think there might be a touch of cinnamon, but then you spread that in there and roast them in the oven. And oh my goodness, you guys gotta try this sometime. It's so good. Just found Charlie Brown Christmas DVD. Yay! Oh, Charlie Brown. Rumble sound good. I should get you the recipe. You'll have to remind me, Julie, about that, okay? Connie, you don't really eat cookies often, but when you do, it's a vegan oatmeal cookie with vegan cream. I didn't know you were vegan because maybe I just didn't pick that up from your videos. So, baklava. Oh, in divinity, okay. Baklava. Yes, that is very, very good. Sugar, you don't like sugar cookies, Matt? Oh, fudge. There you go. Yes. I have all the stuff for fudge, I think. I could still do that. You like lemon squares. Ooh, Howie, there you go. I love lemon too. Pfeffernusse is a round ball, basically like gingerbread, but coated in powdered sugar. Okay. A gingerbread. Oh, neat. Alicia, monster cookies are, it's like throwing everything in them. They're oatmeal and peanut butter, and they have chocolate chips and M&Ms, and it makes a huge batch. I mean, it's like, at least the recipe I have, it's like a single batch makes like 5 or 6 dozen cookies or something like that. But they've got just like everything in there. Julie, you love baklava. You're so happy you cannot. Oh, I have to make this. So just fine. And yeah, you had to go vegan when you got really sick. Oh, that'll do it, Connie. Yeah. So you went and had peanut butter crackers dipped in chocolate. No, peanut butter. Oh, that would be good. I made gluten-free pretzels dipped in almond bark this weekend, and then I also, with some leftover melted almond bark I threw in some dried cranberries and peanuts, so it's kind of like a crunchy munchy thing going on there. So it's really good. Well, Connie, that's over 10 years, so I commend you for that. That's awesome. Panouche fudge, brown sugar fudge. Have you done a lot of baking yet this year, Dave? I mean, you've got all these things listed up, so it's the first time you didn't do any baking. Oh, yeah, Vonnie, I know it's hard when you don't have too many people around left to actually bake for. But I hear you. You check your pantry and see if you can make. I know we get on the subject of food and everybody's like, oh, let me run and see if I can make that. I want to make that. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet, so it's fun. I love this. So sing Merry Christmas, baby, while making baklava. Oh, there you go. Aw. Lippy, to be a flower in your wallpaper right now. That would be so fun. Church windows, fudge things is chocolate. Ooh. Chocolate poured around colored marshmallows. When cut, they look like stained glass. Oh, neat. Peach chiffon is your all-time favorite, and blueberry white cake. Howie, I have never had either of those, and they sound amazing. They really do. Yeah, I hear you, Connie. Yep. It's like, So, but it gets you going, it gets you having to be very, very creative with what you cook and what you like, and trying to find some other things, right? Hey, Far North Home. Hello, Donna. Hi. How are you? Um, you got wrapped in vegetables. Oh, Olivia, I can only imagine. Oh, goodness sakes. All right. Your favorite Christmas activity, kind of overall, whether it's um, both inside or outside. I love singing carols with people. I mean, I could do it myself too, but yeah, singing carols, Christmas carols, and then, like I said, playing games after the dinner with the family. Outside activities, I love downhill skiing. At least I used to. I don't ski anymore. I have to be careful with my knees after having knee surgery. It's like skiing is kind of off the table, but I love downhill skiing. But now just getting out and walking in the snow, having it crunch under you and getting that fresh air is so good. So, what kind of things do you love to do out there? All right. You drink a lot of hot chocolate with cayenne pepper. Nice. And, all right. I am going to give you a couple of things here. So, one, Santa Claus was given an official pilot's license in 1927. Did you know this? You love walking outside at night while it's snowing, a downhill ski. Also, yay, Donna. That's so good. Your aunties taught you how to bake and cook. They made some strange foods like moose nose pie and fish liver heart soup. Eee. Eee. Yes, Santa Claus was given an official pilot's license in 1927. So when Santa Claus makes his trip around the world on Christmas Eve, you can rest assured that he's legally allowed to drive his sleigh, at least in the United States. In 1927, the jolly man in the red suit was given a pilot's license from the Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Aeronautics, who at that time was William P. McCracken. According to the Library of Congress, the old saint called at the Commerce Department in Washington, and when he arrived, his picture was taken as he was given his license. Airway maps, so he needed to know what the airways were, right? And the assurance that the lights would be burning on the airways on Christmas Eve. That's so funny. So I wonder if they do that. I wonder if every airport, even little small town runways and everything, if they're all lit up on Christmas Eve. That would be kind of interesting to find out. Oh, that would be fun. So that was a little flash of Did You Know? All right, what is your favorite Christmas decoration? It can be something that's on the tree. It can be something wreath on the front door. It could be whatever you have. I think mine is my nativity set. It's a very simple one, it's small, but it's rustic, and it's it's just simple, and it's fun, and um, it came as a kit, so I had to kind of put it together, and then the all of the figures I had to paint and everything. So I think there's there's more of me invested in it, so that I really like it. So your blinking lights and nativity sets at other people's houses. Oh, you have a big wreath that you hang and light right over your front door, 4 feet across. That is awesome. That is so great. The nativity is your favorite too, then the lights outside. You tell children old enough to know better that your dad saw Santa putting you under the tree. Just don't call your dad a liar. Oh, that's funny. Well, yeah, you came at Christmas, right? The nativity and tree. All right. How about your favorite meal for Christmas? What do you like to have? Um, for many, many years as a family, and I think it's because we all sat around and it was a nice long meal, and it was steak fondue, so the fondue pots with oil in there, and then um, cook it in there. It's hot oil on the fondue, and salad and just French bread, and very simple. But it takes a while to you put one piece of steak or two on the fondue fork, and it takes a while for it to cook through. And um, our meal would be, and this would be Christmas Eve, so it would take 2 or 3 hours, literally, and we just sit around, but we would be just talking and laughing and sharing and just having good family time around the table. So I think the meal, I associate the meal more about with family time than actually how super stupendous, delicious the meal was. So it's kind of neat. You love fondue. Your very old ornaments and a wreath your cousin made. Oh, Donna, that's sweet. Your mom's tortilla soup. Papa and I dressed the hard for all the little ones and stand out and give candy canes. Oh. Ham, left some mashed potatoes and gravy. Ooh, Donna, you are a true Scandinavian, aren't you? Chinese hot pot is same concept, super fun. Okay, I had not heard that term for it, the Chinese hot pot. A turkey with all the trimmings. It is good. And Julie, yes, that is wonderful. You do love that prime rib. Yep. Krumkaka and rosettes. Oh, rosettes. My mom, well, Dad would help too because it was really kind of like a two-person job. But yeah, every year they would make rosettes, and oh my goodness, I'd forgotten about those with the desserts. Rosettes. Oh, they just. Mom went all out. She loved Christmas. Love, love, love Christmas. She would start baking things at least before Thanksgiving. Sometimes she got to making gingerbread houses for each one of the grandkids. There's 10 grandkids, and um, and so now some of the great grands, I think, in the last couple of years, they were doing some too. But so, and then rosettes and all the desserts, and I mean, at least a dozen different desserts. And I mean, it was like, then we'd come and she'd have all these tins, all this stuff. She'd like, eat up everybody. I don't want anything left over. I don't want it here. And it's like, Mom, why do you make so much? Yes, family time together. You could eat a peanut butter sandwich, Trent. So true, Grammy Karen. Absolutely. So, Lippy, you have Christmas Eve. You have brisket, peppercorn with trimmings. Ooh. Oh, well, Donna, good for you. I'm glad you're not crazy about lutefisk. Oh, I talked about that, I think, a year ago, and it was like, ew. I mean, I had almost all of you barfing on here, so I was kind of like, yeah. Lippy, this year, your sister's cooking for you and we'll rejoice at her house. Nice. Excuse me. Chinese hot pot. You boil a broth. Everyone dips raw meat and veg into the pot and cooks it as you yip yap. I like that. Over the night, the broth gets better and better. Ooh. So you boil in a broth. I like that instead of the oil. That's kind of neat. Mm. Yeah, I hear you, Lippy. That's about what we have when our family gets together too. So, well, Virginia, I'm glad that you'll be back home. That's good. All right. What is your favorite drink at Christmas time? For me, it's either between like a hot apple cider. I guess I need one that's hot and one's cold. Either hot apple cider or catawba. I just like the bubbly, fizzy, fruity stuff. It's gonna make you proud. I said, "Feed me a turkey sandwich, and I'll jump for joy." Oh, that's so sweet. Eggnog. Oh yes, Mark. I totally forgot about that. Oh, eggnog. Oh, Howie, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate that. You have a very blessed Christmas. And I'm so glad that you're still here a year later. You know that. Apple cider, eggnog. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, eggnog. I forgot about eggnog. Yeah, good. Oh, now I have to get a thing of eggnog. Spice rum. I made wassail, I think, 2 years ago, because last year, guys, I didn't do anything. But 2 years ago, I made some wassail for the first time. And to me, it was very much like just like a spiced apple cider, kind of. But it was good. It took a long time, and I don't know that it's something I would do all the time, just for myself. I mean, if it's something that I would bring to a party or something, then I would make it. But oh, you're welcome, Howie. Your mom's punch is so easy and good. Your pineapple juice and ginger ale. Oh, that sounds good. Very refreshing. Oh yeah, you could do a punch with a ginger ale and apple juice and it has to be raspberry ginger ale with some apple juice and floating cranberries. That might be kind of good. Wassail is it's a hot spiced drink. You usually make it like in your crock pot or something. I mean, you could make it in a pot on the stove. I first heard about it from Jess at Roots and Refuge. She made it like, I don't know, 3 years ago or something on their channel. And I forgot all the ingredients in it. You might have to Google it and see what comes up, unless there's somebody else who can give the exact ingredients or something on there. Or one of the mods can look it up and put a link up for some wassail. Let me. Gil, thanks so much for coming in, and so congratulations. Really appreciate you being here. Yes, it's good to see everybody here. All right. So when it comes to a Christmas color, which one is your favorite? Red or green? Or white? I guess you could do white too. If you wanted to celebrate the snow. We have so much white all around that I don't know that wearing white. White here is for summer. It's like we don't really wear that unless you're all in like a polar bear fur or something like that, it's like, but Libby will ask the Google. There you go. Okay, good for you, Libby. Red and white. Blue and white. Okay, green, red. I think red is mine for Christmassy times. The blue and white. That's interesting, Connie. But yeah, I can definitely see that. When especially with our short days, and when we have snow out there, everything gets as soon as the sun starts setting, everything has a blue tint to it. So the snow, it's white, but it's got all this blue tint to it. So I can definitely see that as the colors. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. A silver and blue. Okay, Michigan Daffodil. Well, I'm glad that you're. I need to do that too. Um, Julie, thank you for sending the wassail. I appreciate that. um, all right. So I am going to give you another. Did you know? So now we're talking about wassail and drinks and rum and all that good stuff. Just as you guys, just be careful, and I trust all of you, but to also kind of have this information for family members too. But it only takes 6 minutes for alcohol to affect your brain. 6 minutes. So people think, oh, well, I can have a couple drinks. I'm not driving for another couple hours or whatever. Or I'm driving right home and it won't affect me for an hour and a half, but 6 minutes is all it takes. So just one drink can quickly go to your head, whether you feel it or not. Researchers at Heidelberg University Hospital found that just 6 minutes after consuming alcohol, changes are already taking place in the brain. So even if you don't feel tipsy right away, you're definitely not totally sober either. So just a little thing for being careful out there when you're traveling and celebrating. So just wanted to. I hear you, Alicia. I'm not one either, but you will have a house full Christmas Day with Stivers, Carol, Jed, and hopefully Gris. Good. Plus the Sharon family home. So nice. Oh, that'll be great, Karen. Oh, Matt, that's good. I like that. That's good. So for some information here, another did you know? Yeah, exactly, Lippy. Always have a DD, a designated driver. So worst case, you commute kitchen to couch. There you go. Um, half a wine cooler, you avoid it. Yeah. Driver one drink, maybe two at the meal. I hear you, just, even wine and stuff. But okay, for a little bit of information, our top Christmas snowstorms or regular storms, but our top storms for at least in the last 30 years or so, because they had some others on record back like in the early 1900s and everything, but some have even have topped this. So anyway, so in 1989, North Carolina got 15 inches of snow on Christmas Day. And with that storm, South Carolina got 8 inches and Florida got 1 inch. So that was a storm that, I can imagine what I had already hit here in the north and then shoved on down south. But yeah, the southeast definitely got 15 inches of snow in North Carolina on Christmas Day. So exactly, Dave. And it's like, okay, they have to wait a few days for that to melt, right? And so then in 2001, Buffalo, New York. And if you don't know where Buffalo, New York is, it's right on Lake Erie in New York. And it's, I think it's Lake Erie, isn't it? I don't think it's Huron. I think it's Lake Erie. Anyway, on Christmas Day, they got over 5 feet of snow. That's 60 inches or more. 62 or 63 inches that they had, but they had over 5 feet of snow in one stop. Okay, in 2004, Corpus Christi, Texas got hit with a snowstorm. They didn't have any details or anything, but they had some pictures. So it was at least 3 or 4 inches of snow in Corpus Christi. I mean, we're talking, that's close to Mexico there. So, yes, Matt, we are. And I think we're going to be getting them this year. We didn't last year, and even the year before wasn't real big. But yeah, I've had several winters here where when you shovel it in the snowbanks are taller than I am, and I'm 5'7.5" or so. And so it's like, yeah, it's like you can't throw the snow any higher. It's like, where is all this going to go? But yeah, we've had some big snow times. So, oh, Kiri, that's cool. They get a foot and we're expecting more. Okay. Yep, Erie. Okay. Lake effect snow. It is. It's a serious thing. Absolutely. 10 to 12 foot snowbanks in. Oh my goodness. Oh. That. You do that, Julie. Absolutely. You put that on your Instagram. The January 78 storm was really bad in Michigan. Yeah. We had one in 75, 70, no, 70, 73, I think it was. Because my brother graduated in 74. So it was, I think it was 1973. And it was a 3-day blizzard. And we seriously had like 85 below wind chills. And it just whirled around us. It started out with a rainstorm, and my dad was stuck in Minneapolis. So he had to stay at a hotel there because there were a couple of inches of ice on all of the roads and the highways and stuff. And he couldn't get home. And we were stuck at the house and couldn't get out because we lived out in the country, and our driveway is a half a mile long. And so there was no way that we could get out anyway until we got plowed. And so we were stuck at home. I think the power went out for a while, and so we had fire in the fireplace. Thank goodness we had a fireplace. My brother was going nuts because my older brother, because he was in love and his girlfriend was stuck at home and he wanted to be with her. So anyway, it was just like going out of his skin. But yeah, it was, we just played games and read, and except because it was too nasty to go outside. And but that was wild. So anyway, after it was all over, the snow drifts actually blown up to level with the roof of the high school. So we had drifts that high. I mean, it was massive. It was huge. Snow was above her head when they were taking you out of the hospital. Oh my goodness. Blizzard of 76 was a big one. October ice storm. February 94. So, oh my goodness, Lippy, that's a big one. You remember that when Corpus Christi got snow? Okay. Worst snowstorm you ever went through? You were not at home. You're babysitting. 7 feet of snow in 91. Holy cow. Shut down for 2 weeks. Yeah, it's, if there's, you guys watch your forecasts. If there's storms coming, make adjustments in your schedules and your traveling and everything else like that. San Antonio got hit with over a foot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would totally shut the city down because they don't have the infrastructure to clear that out or do anything with it. And so you just have to wait for it to melt. I think last year's snow or ice storms were definitely some records there. Absolutely. Dave, see that stuff like that, that's what it takes. Yeah, after 2011. So you've been doing it for a while. Good for you. Good for you. 91, October was a big storm. Yes, I heard about that. Was at the Halloween storm, I think. Because I was in Louisiana then, and we got massive storms down there. But, just like thunder, lightning, wind, flooding, all that kind of stuff. But I remember them saying that it was a huge snowstorm up here. But it was one of those storms that goes from like Canada to the Gulf of Mexico, and it's just like one of these lines that just kind of goes right through. So, yeah. So, okay. So then in 2006, in New York City, they had over 2 feet of snow after the day after Christmas. So, but it doesn't sound that bad for those of us who have a lot of land around us. But when you're in a city like that, when you get 2 feet of snow, it's like, where does it go? It shuts the city down, you know? Um, so when patients were depending on generators, yeah, that is scary. Absolutely. In 2007, Christmas Day, Northeast Colorado got hit. They didn't say how much it was, but and then in 2010, again, New York City got hit with over 30 inches of snow. So one they had 2 feet, the next time they had over 2.5 feet. And then in 2012, Lippy, you maybe remember this one. 2012 in Mississippi, they had a tornado and a blizzard. Go figure. They didn't say how much snow they got with the blizzard, but it was still to have a tornado go through with the blizzard. I think just following its tail, which would make sense, because if you had that warm front, all that warm, hot, moist weather with a cold front coming behind it, enough to make a blizzard, and then the tornadoes in front of it. Oh my goodness, that would be terrible. The old timers would all go to town and dig it out together. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Matt, you and your kids would definitely love it. Yes. And then 2017 on Christmas Day in Erie, Pennsylvania, which is not too far from Buffalo, New York. So it's in that same area, lake effect again. Erie, Pennsylvania had over 50 inches in 24 hours. In 24 hours. It's not like it's a 2 or 3 day storm. In 24 hours, it got 50 inches. I mean, I can't imagine it coming down that hard and that fast. That's just crazy. It's just very, very crazy. So, anyway, these are some in just the last, most of them just since 2000, Christmas Day storms. So, to keep an eye out for your forecast and what's going on and everything, and make sure that you be safe and take care of yourself. And, just you guys have just amazing Christmas. Okay. And whoever you're with, if it's family or friends, just take the time to enjoy it and be there. Garden tip, order your seeds. I had a dear person send me the whole seed catalog from Baker Creek, so I have a little light reading to do. And my prep tip is to see what leftovers you have for Christmas, if you do have any. But if you have leftovers, a lot of us just put them in the fridge and then repurpose them, that kind of thing. Some put them in the freezer. Think about, is there anything that you could maybe dehydrate or to can? Let's say you're doing a turkey or a ham and you've got like half of it left over. Think about maybe canning up a few jars of that and then having it on the shelf, so it's not just in the freezer or taking up space somewhere else or whatever. So think about doing that, because I did a turkey list this last weekend and I canned it The meat. First cooked it all, but canned the meat and then made broth. And so I've like 11 jars of turkey bone broth. And so I'm kind of excited about that. But anyway, I know the hour goes so fast, Lippy, it really does. So, but you guys have a very, 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 very blessed time. And I thank you all for coming and for sharing this hour with me. And yep, exactly, Dave. Send that to broth. Um, and anyway, take care. Be careful. God bless. Always have hope. And we'll see you next week. All right. Good night, everybody.